All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're tearing down the powerful and frankly haunting lyrics of the song State of Ashes. We're going to break down the key metaphors and themes to really understand the devastating political world it paints for us. The song wastes no time. It just drops us right into its world with this line. And what an image, right? The streets themselves are screaming, like the whole city is in agony, but there's nobody there to even hear it. This just immediately sets up this incredible feeling of desolation, of total abandonment. The crisis is everywhere, but the people, they're gone, or silenced, or just being ignored. And that feeling of abandonment, well, that's the foundation for the entire song. These opening verses are all about building this landscape, this picture of complete political and social decay. Now, this is where it gets really clever. Think about a crown. It's supposed to be a symbol of power, of order, of legitimacy, right? But here, the song completely flips it. The crown is made of fire. It's a crown that consumes and destroys itself, leaving nothing behind but ashes. What a metaphor for a kind of leadership that rules through destruction, not through actual governance. So you have to ask, if the world is burning down, who lit the match? The song pivots pretty quickly from the what to the who, and it points the finger directly at a crisis in leadership. So who's responsible? Well, the song is pretty clear. The leadership is just absent. Their authority has been replaced by, and I'm quoting here, shadows and corrupt hands passing the flame of destruction. Now that tells you it's not just a case of them being asleep at the wheel. No, this is an active process. The destruction is being deliberately handed off from one bad actor to the next. And this slide just perfectly captures that core betrayal. On one side, you've got the promises spoken. I mean, that's the bedrock of everything, right? Public trust, the social contract. But then you look at the other side, and you see the reality the lyrics describe. It's all been burned to the ground. The song is telling us that the very foundation of trust has been completely incinerated. So, here's the bottom line. In this state of ashes, any real political conversation has just collapsed. It's not about finding solutions anymore. It's definitely not about taking responsibility. It's just empty voices that play the blame game. And that just makes sure the whole cycle of decay keeps on going, completely unbroken. But it doesn't stop there, because all this failure from the top has a profound and just devastating human cost. So now the song shifts its focus to the actual people who have to live in this wasteland. Just think about this for a second. The entire emotional landscape for the people has been reduced to just two things. First, there's silent rage, this fury that has absolutely no outlet, no voice. And then there are heavy sighs, which is just the sound of complete and total resignation. It's this picture of a people who are just trapped between being furious and being in despair. And the song just lays out the damage, piece by painful piece. Look at this list. It's brutal. Dreams get trampled. Spirits die. The people are stuck in loops, and they're just breathing lies. Every single point here is like another stab wound, a systematic dismantling of the human spirit, and it's all a direct result of this political failure. And all of that leads us to this central, powerful metaphor for the people themselves, hearts made of soot. This isn't just about being sad or demoralized. The idea here is that the people have been so stained by all the corruption that their emotional core, their very being, is now just a remnant of whatever was burned away. It's not that their hearts are broken, it's that they've been fundamentally changed, like on a chemical level. Okay, so we've got the desolate world, the corrupt leaders, the broken population. All these pieces are on the board. And then the chorus hits, and it just ties everything together. This is the song's unifying thesis. Man, these lines are just an emotional gut punch, aren't they? The world is basically ending. The winds are howling, the skies are pale, and yet the people are still standing there holding a torch. But they're not lighting the way to a better future. No, they're holding a vigil for something that's already lost. And that is the central tragedy of the ship that's failed. The ship, of course, is the nation, the state, the whole dream of a better future. But it's already sunk. It is beyond saving. And so the loyalty of the people, that torch they're holding, is now just this futile monument to a failure they just can't bring themselves to abandon. The song doesn't end on that note of tragic loyalty, though. The bridge takes us to the final, bleak outcome of this entire situation, a state of total and utter paralysis. The lyrics builds so much tension right here. You get this line, "The ground trembles." And you can almost feel it, can't you? That instability. It's the moment a crack appears in the foundation. It's that second where everything could start, where everything could change. And then, the heartbreak. The thought completes with, but no one stands. The opportunity is right there, the foundation is literally shaking, but the people are too broken. They're too demoralized with their hearts of soot to actually rise up. And so the potential for change just dies in that moment of collective inaction. This is the final, devastating image. After all the fire, the broken promises, the silent rage, the failed loyalty, what's left? Nothing. Not even ashes, which at least is something. Just dust. All the promises, the dreams, the future, they've all disintegrated into something so fine and so worthless you can't even hold on to it. And that's where the song leaves us. It offers zero answers, no hope of rebuilding. It just presents the totality of the decay and leaves us with this one haunting question. It forces you to ask yourself, when everything has been burned to the ground and even the ashes have turned to dust, can anything ever grow back?